It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Sentinels, leader at quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Sentinels and the Voyagers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Sentinels of San Diego taking on the Voyagers of Paris. With my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Paris team as it gets ready here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
So when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Morrison. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Rollins. He'll hit Jackson, complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Crosby, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, San Diego.
Looking to throw. Morrison. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Crosby. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a first carry now for Hyde. Taken down at the 30. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake. Morrison. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw on second down, Morrison. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, San Diego.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crosby, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Morrison. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Sentinels.
They run the counter. Crosby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Morrison. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to talk with them about prior to the game, their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. It's caught to Charles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Rollins. His throw incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, it's Charles again. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Rollins. And he is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins. That's complete. It's Charles. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Rollins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rollins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Coming right, this is Charles. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Morrison. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. We gonna do what we do.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to throw. Morrison. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Rollins. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Crosby. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off-play action, Morrison. And that one too wide and incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, Rollins over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Brinkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rollins. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Rollins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run it. It's Charles. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rollins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
No gain of the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are back within a score. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And his throw here's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing after the interception, Morrison. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Rollins. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before break, Morrison. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on first down, Rollins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Rollins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, heck of a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Morrison. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Crosby. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now a toss here, short side. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rollins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Rollins. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Morrison. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Off the bootleg, Morrison. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Up the middle they go. Crosby. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crosby, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Morrison. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Sentinels have retaken a third-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Rollins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Off the play fake, Morrison. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Morrison. Hold in here, Caldwell. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a throw here hauled in, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Back to throw. Morrison firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Morrison working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Crosby, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Morrison. Got a man, and he hits. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Rollins will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on 2nd down. Rollins. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Charles.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Rollins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Rollins.
On a slant, here's Collins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give. Left side, it's Charles. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Morrison. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crosby
down inside the 40.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all.
Meanwhile, for Paris, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.